Hello and welcome back to my video. So thanks very much for joining me today. I think you've probably already guessed it's an unboxing, and it's the first unboxing I'm doing in my tarantula room / studio, whatever you want to call it, but it's the first one I'm doing in here, so I'm a little bit excited. And Lucy's bought me something in here as well. Lucy's on the camera, by the way.
Hello.
So what we're going to do, you'll see Lucy in future on another video. She'll do herself in here. We're just getting used to everything and all the different enclosures and moving animals and stuff like that. But here we go. This is from the Spidershop, as I always love to order from them. A couple of bits I bought in there as well, which I'll go through, and then obviously the item that Lucy bought me as well. But just to let you all know, those that are going to, is it the BTS?
Yeah. This
year, was it Sunday the 19th, I think it is?
19th, yeah.
Of May. Lucy and I will both be going.
Yay.
So we'll be bringing Lucy's son as well. So we want to have a look at picking up something in particular, see if we can get a good bargain at something. Or, in my eyes, I'm after the Serapagopus species Valhalla. So if
you've always wanted it.
If I could find those at the show, I'll be... that's what I want. They're not cheap, but that's my favourite tarantula because it's Valhalla Viking, and then the green emerald colours as well. I just absolutely love that. So that's what I'm after. But this is the first one in here, so we'll get that out. It was slightly delayed because
it's been cold. Yeah,
this week it's gone really stupid, and it's been like -1. Obviously, we live down south in Devon, in the middle of nowhere. But it's gone down to minus temperatures again this week. So it got delayed, which is brilliant by the Spidershop because they're taking care of the animals. You can actually feel how warm that is on there. So the heat pack's inside.
Yeah,
you feel
you can.
it. Yeah, so we know that they're really good.
Yeah.
They always look after us there. They always look after us there. I've just come straight in from work, but I just want to get this done.
It's not cold in here.
I haven't got changed. No, it's nearly 27 degrees.
Yeah.
So it's quite warm. So I want to get this done. That's why it sounds like I'm rushing, but I want to get out of here and cool down. The temperature in it does change, doesn't it? Later on in the evening, we put it so it simulates the wild, so it drops down, and I've got it timed throughout the day, so it goes slowly up in the morning, and then it peaks around midday, stays hotter all the way through the afternoon, and then starts dipping again for the evening, which they seem to love. So all that heat pack is warm. Right, I can't see anything in there at the minute. Let me just, you can see in the box here, let me just get all this out. Yeah, they're all inside there. So I think what I've done, get rid of all those packing peanuts. Right, so you can see already from the Spidershop that the Spidershop enclosures, these are the new tarantula sling type enclosures. So I've seen them on there. I saw a few people use them on YouTube, and I just thought I want something a little bit different, clearer, cleaner, easier. And I like the look of these, and they're really cheap. I think the smaller ones are £1.20.
Yeah, they're not a lot.
I think these are £1.50, and I think that's actually a bigger size, because it's hard to, when they put the size on of centimetres, it's not like you go, oh yeah, I know exactly what size that is in centimetres.
Yeah.
Like how you visualise it. So I actually thought these were like this big.
Oh yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I did not think they were I thought they were smaller,
Yeah, so I thought they were a lot smaller.
And no drilling.
Yeah, no drilling. They've already got the holes. Let's get that off. So there's 2 lids. So I've got... Right, so let's have a look. That's the one you bought for me. And that was the... Oh, I can never remember the first name. The Omithicus Sharadetti, I think that is. This is 5 to 6. I had one of these before, and I think that got to about, I'd say 10 centimetres, 12 centimetres before we got rid of it.
Yeah.
But it still lived fossorially, even though it's an arboreal tarantula. So it just hides down in the depths. At night, it comes out and stands out around, but it's very skittish and shy to light. Beautiful colours though on this. But when you get these out, immediately they want to just run away and hide somewhere dark. So I'm going to do that one in another video, because that's just the one Lucy got me. So I want to set that up in my enclosures I did before. So I'll do that on its own. So then the other things I got, oh yeah, got them there. Right, I've got 2 of these, which is the Promictifus, I think it is, Cancerdes.
Yep.
So you've probably all seen these before, but I've never had these. And these can get quite large, but these are 2 centimetres, so slings. So we rehouse those today, so they'll be done in this video. And I've seen these they almost sort of look sort of Theraphosa species at certain points. Then I've seen some that are slightly dark, like black, but then I've seen others that are brown, but they get good size, like 20 centimetres. I don't know if they get any bigger than that. But that's 2 of those. And then the other 2 I have never had before as well, but I have never seen before. These I've seen. These one I haven't, and they're on the Spidershop site. And I thought, right, we've seen those, so we've got to get them. And I can't remember what the first name is. Is it Syrupagopus again?
Oh, I don't know. You're testing me.
I can't remember. I'll put it on the screen because I'll look at this obviously afterwards. But Syrupagopus species Midnight Blue. Completely new tarantula. I think is it Cambodia? Or Colombia. No, I'm thinking Cambodia. I think that's where it's from, but this is the picture obviously of what it looks like, and they just look different, and well, basically just completely different. And it's the first time I've seen it in the hobby there, so I thought get 2 of those and see how these do before they disappear and you never see them again, but other people have got them. So I thought I'd get 2 of those. So we'll rehouse these today, and these say 2 centimetres as well. So what I'll probably do is put the Syrupagopus species Midnight Blue, beautiful colour, in these 2, because I think it says on the Tarantula shop terrestrial,
okay,
but I don't think they're terrestrial,
okay,
because it's Syrupagopus. Most of them are like fossorial and they dig down. So I'll have a look. I'll do a bit of both of a setup and then I'll sort of see how they are, because I noticed on the Spidershop they did a few of the spiders that I had, and I think I bought a cobalt blue and they put terrestrial. So they just didn't update it. So because this is a new species, like with the cobalt blue, I knew obviously it's fossorial.
Yep.
So I knew they just made an error. But with these, I'm not too sure. So I don't know if these are terrestrial. I'd like that, because that means that they'll be out more often as they get bigger. If they're fossorial, we're not going to see it. But even though they go fossorial for the first instance, if they're small, doesn't mean they're fossorial. It could be terrestrial. But I'm trying to find some information online, and I can't find a lot about these, so I don't know. So it'd be an interesting one to see how these grow. So I'll put these 2 in these tubs now, and then we'll do the Promictifus Cancerdes as well now in the same video, so you get to see both. We'll just do the Sherrodeti later on, so I've got to grab some tubs for those. So let's crack on with this. All right, let's start it. Right, so what I've done is I've just put some substrate in both of these and I've soaked it. And then what I'm going to do is put some dry substrate on top. I hope they're not too small to not go in these. But I'm going to put the Cancerdes in these ones, the Bratplast tubs, just because they grow quicker. And I think they'll molt out and they'll get bigger a lot quicker. Whereas these ones I think would be small enough to go in here. Not too small, hopefully. So let's just get some substrate I've got out ready. And this also actually, we need some cork bark. So I've got a couple small pieces in my small cork bark drawer. So let's just get some of these out and see if we can do that with these. Work out which ones will be better. So if I put that in just there. What should we do? Ink pots, what size? Medium?
I love your little ink pot trays.
So we get these off, where do I get them again? Is it eBay?
eBay, yeah.
Yeah, and they're just called ink pots, so they're for like the little tattoo artists. And I've got them in different sizes. I've got small, medium, and I've got larger, which is double the size. So if we just squash this in, it just gives them something that they can get water if they need a drink.
Without drowning.
Yeah, because I've had so many do that before. Right, light little mist in on the substrate, and it just keeps the substrate stuck down for the minute. And just dry underneath where we've done the little tunnels for them. And then we just put water in the ink pots. Jobs are good in. So first off we'll do that, and then I'll leave these here as catch cups if I need them. Let's get a little sling one just in case. Right, and let's see if we get any runners. So what did I say I was going to do first? These ones. So the Serapagopus species, 2 centimeters, midnight blue. No idea if these are feisty. Let me just have a look, make sure they're not at the top, and then we'll show you guys. I love getting a completely new species that I've never had before. And of course, because it's Serapagopus, they're going to be quick. See, that's actually quite small. No coloration on it at the minute. See, technically that's way too big to put in here, isn't it?
A little bit.
So maybe the Cancerides in these two, what do you reckon, Slingpot? Because I don't know if it's fossorial or...
What about those ones up there? Those little blue ones?
Yeah, I think that's a good shout. Right, do you want to keep an eye on this one?
Yeah.
If I just leave it there, it shouldn't leave the tissue because it's been in there for a couple of days, so it's not going to want to leave.
That's a better size.
So I think these would go for the Cancerides, and these little ones. I think we got these from Hobbycraft.
Yeah, I think so.
You can get them online as well though, but they're just perfect. And you can see I've already got that set. So what I'll do is just a little bit of water in the little ink pots, and in there I've got the tiny little smallest ink pots, and it can dig down in here if it needs to. What I'll do is I'll just spray that off the table. There's one, but it just stays on top, so we'll just let that soak down.
I love how you can do all of that without it. I'm just going to sit here.
Same again. There we go.
Perfect.
So let's see if this one likes that. Can you see from there?
Yeah.
If I turn that around. Okay. Right, so see, that's still plenty of room, but it says terrestrial on there and I can't find nothing online. So let's just see what happens. Oh, God.
Aww,
do you see how quick that was?
Straight away.
Can you see that?
Yeah, straight in there.
Right, there we go. So you can see that is plenty of room. No idea if this is going to web up or not. It's almost got like a little gold abdomen. There we go. Look at that. So it has got some colour. It's got like some tiger pattern on the abdomen as well. So absolutely stunning. You can see the water just soaking into the substrate. So it's moist at the minute. It's got plenty of water there to have a drink. And then I think I'll leave it a day and I'll feed it. So I might just add on to the end of this video if I can manage to get them to feed on some small crickets and see what they're like. But that's the first one in.
I love their little beady eyes shining up on the camera.
Let's just put the lid on before that darts off. So that's got very small bums. So I think that is definitely going to need feeding.
Juicy meal.
So I'll leave that there. And where's the pot it comes in? So what I do is I'll leave that on there so I know what it is, because I've got loads of other species in this until I get my labeler out, and then I'll label up that enclosure. So let's get ready for the second one. And now that one's soaked in a little bit more, and that water will just go down further into the substrate. So let's check the second one and see if this one will behave. I can't wait for these to grow and get colour. So what I'll do is I'll check on these daily, every single day, because they're in that delicate sling stage where anything can happen. You've got to get them to eat. So small crickets at first, but crush the crickets just because the movement can put them off. If they are still very, very skittish of the movement, then I'll kill the cricket or use drumsticks, or maybe even tiny little fruit flies as well, which is easier. Yeah, this one's moving around. Whoa, he's coming out already. If this goes across the desk, this is going to be gone. This one is so quick. There you go, little fella. They definitely need a feed, so I've got to get them to eat in the next 2 days, and then I know these will be good. I've just got a feeling this one's going to run in and run out.
Yay.
Whoa, I thought that was going to run in and run out.
You're a little fella.
There you go. So that looks good. So on the update to these, I'll let you know if it lives fossorially or terrestrially. Just for anyone else that's buying them from the Spidershop, just so you know how they live and just so you can get an idea of how to set them up. If this isn't right and they don't like it and they want to just dig down, I may put a little bit more substrate in for them. But you can see on that side they have got the substrate. Then they've got the cork bark to go under, but they're in, so they're absolutely fine. I'm not sure whether I should try and feed them now.
Yeah, you could give it a go.
What I would do...
Oh, pot in a pot.
Just because if they freak out, they'll run out and I've still got them contained in there. So let's just see if I've got a cricket small enough. Nope, there we go. So I knew it would do that.
Not yet.
Right, so what I'll do is I've crushed the head of the cricket.
So it can't bite?
And then I'll just place that down in there and it's gone under. So it's got some food and I'll check on that later, if not tomorrow. But they've got really, really tiny abdomens, so I want to see if I can get them to take some food. And they will take off dead crushed items, but you can't leave them in there dead. So I will take that out later or in the morning if it doesn't.
You don't want it rotting.
Give it a couple of hours. God, that was a tiny one.
Gav trying to catch a tiny cricket. Fast forward 2 hours.
Bloody 8 crickets.
Oh, you ain't said that in ages.
We've got a roach colony that we're doing and it's coming along absolutely perfect now, so
They're
we're going to be
happier since
using
being
that.
in here, aren't they?
Yeah, so they are going to be our normal feeders.
Oh, he's gone out. Good job you put a tub in a tub.
Yeah.
He said, see ya.
Let's see if we can get him to go back in. There we go, stay there, stay there.
I knew he was going to do that.
No, he's going in my pocket.
He went on your leg and in your pocket. I completely lost him then.
Your eyesight's not great, is it?
No.
Wow, they're fast.
They are super fast.
So, this way, sorry, because they're so fast, I know once they start eating, they'll plough through food because their metabolism's going to be a lot higher.
Yeah.
Right, he's in. It's done. Leave the food in there. Yes, I've got them both in there. And they can't get up the holes in the side because I've done it perfectly. So that's those done. So nice and easy. So this is over 24 hours later. And I think you can see it's webbed up this side of the cork bark. And it is living down in that hole there. And it is living fossorially. So what I may do now, because there's not that much substrate there on the side, I might just put more substrate on top, just bury that in and even put some here, just so then it can go over and it can channel itself out. But right, let's have a look and move on to the Cancerides, saying it's the same size. So I may need to, I don't think I've got another 2 of those. 4, 5, I have somewhere, 6, 7. I've got another 2 somewhere, but I think we put them in the loft. But all right, let me just move that there. And these get bigger. And these are terrestrial. I know that. Oh, it's chewed right through.
Oh. Making a little bed in there.
See, I think these would be fine in this one.
They're
That's
bigger.
not 2 centimetres. That's that's more, which is always a good thing.
Hello.
So these would be fine in there. That looks freshly malted as well.
Oh,
Let's see if I can get it out.
is he malted in there?
Come on. Yeah, these are a lot easier to handle, look.
Oh, he's so shiny on
And
the
they're going to be
camera.
perfect for that size.
Hello.
It looks like bluish, doesn't it, on the abdomen?
Did. It was almost silvery on the...
They need a feed as well, so let's just see.
Wiggling his bum. Wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah. See what I mean?
Hungry boy.
Look at that. It's not even gone in and it's eating straight away. So we'll try that on the second.
Oh, look at him turning around. Hello.
That's a happy dance already. So it's doing webbing.
Oh my God, look at you.
But when these get older, they can go into threat pose. They slap as well. But they're just good characters. And I think they changed.
I love him already.
Yeah. Has it done a poo? Is there a little white bit? Or was that tissue?
Tissue.
But look at that already. Look at, and you can also tell they're going to be big because look at the size, but then look at the carapace.
Yeah.
The head span of it. So that way you know it's going to be a wide and broad spider. And it's already going to be one of those bum raisers as well.
Oh,
But look at that webbing.
Wiggling his butt.
See, I think these are going to be one of your favourites. These that have character. And this will work perfect in this enclosure because it's webbing.
So cute.
It's got its hide back there, but it's got plenty of room.
Wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
And I think they need, I'll put the humidity setting on the screen there for where they come from, but I think they're going to need a bit more humidity. It's always good with big body tarantulas, but I think this is just going to eat and eat for days. So let's leave him there eating, him or her.
Beautiful.
Just off to the left, and let's get on to the last one. But that was brilliant, wasn't it? I didn't expect that to eat, so hopefully like those are going mental in there, flying around. The midnight blue. They're exploring their enclosure, which means to me, I think they're fossorial.
Yeah.
They're running around dead fast. They need a good setup. Terrestrial, it's used to being out in the open on the floor, so it knows it will go in the dark space in a minute. Yeah. But look at the way it's stood up.
He's cute.
This one's at the way the tissue as well. So I'm just going to pull this one out with my hands. Get rid of that tissue. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, buddy, easy, easy.
Hello.
Easy.
Let me out.
There we go. That one's got a little bit of a fatter abdomen.
Hello.
That one's slightly bigger. Yeah, skinnier legs, but bigger bum. Right, let's see if this one will feed.
I love the way they wiggle their butts. Are you hungry? Nope.
Stay down. Right, so that one's not gonna. But what I'll do.
You can leave it in there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna crush the head. Just I'd rather leave it with a food item in for the evening.
Take it out tomorrow.
Yeah, but we know the other one's 8. And there we go. So that's the Promicticus species Cancerides.
Beautiful.
They are, aren't they? And that'll make itself home. The other one's eating it. Look at the other one.
Nom noms.
And I think more people in the hobby need to buy slings because it's nice getting juveniles and adults, but what I find is it's nice having the adults, but you don't know them. And we've had like so many species of different spiders where if you have them as babies, as you've seen, like we've had sacks, so you get a load that act a certain way, you get a load that don't, but we found that some react differently and you get used to them and they can become calmer if you go into the enclosure the same way every time. They get used to it. But if you get a juvenile or an adult, you don't know how it's been kept before, and then I find them more skittish, even in species that aren't skittish. And we've had like cold white blues that I've grown on that never grow into threat, sit there, you can hand feed it, but I wouldn't advise that, or just go closer with tongs and they just kindly take it. We've had all sorts, haven't we? Yeah. But it just shows you the difference in them there. So they're quite chilled, so we'll leave them in there. Whereas those, look at them both, they're both just running around. So it shows you the different type. These will be good in there. So let me just get these lids on and see how well these go on.
Blue.
Yeah, I do like these. And let's get that on. That clips in a lot better. Some tubs you get where you clip them in, it can startle the tarantula, and also when you take it off, it can be a bit of a pain because then it pops. Like I've
makes them
these
jump,
ones,
yeah.
These sort of small, I can't remember what they are, 32 or 16 ounce cups or whatever it is. But I think everybody knows these ones in the hobby. And you go to take the lid off and it contorts the tub, and then the spider freaks out. Take the lid off eventually, and then you go to feed it and the spider won't feed, so you've got to leave it in.
You've disturbed it too much.
I've got so used to these two, and in these Chinese form, both of them, but I could take it off, leave it, do something else, come back, and then they feed. So they've got used to me now over the time I've had them. But I had these at 0.5, and I think they're 3 centimetres. They're bigger than these are now. But you just got to get used to your spiders, and you can only do that if you've got slings, because they grow with you. Like we've done it with stermies, because they grow so quick. And we see the different characteristics of our stermies. But look at that. Already I know that one's your favourite.
Yeah, it is.
It is, isn't it? Because it just didn't care. It was just like, I'm eating, I'm in a new house, who cares, give me food now.
Yeah.
So I know you're going to like that one.
I did a happy dance.
So what I'll do is I'll mark that one up different, just so I know that that's the one that you like.
Happy feet.
Yeah, if that's what you want to call it. So what I'll do is I'll keep the tub. Let's see if these are stackable. Yes, they are. All air holes still unblocked, so they can go on my shelf. And then what I do is I just put the ceiling pot lid on with the name on it, just so I know, because if you get like 50, 60, 70 tarantulas and you don't do it, you can end up forgetting what's what and what's where. So I know yours is on top, the one you like, and that's that. And then I'll relabel that this weekend when I come in to do maintenance. So that's those pecan sardies. And then I do the same with these, that they're both just going mental, like they're trying to, they're both at the top. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on these, because I think they're going to be fossorial. So I may need to give them a bit more substrate, just so then they feel a bit safer, and give them a starter hole. But I'll give them an evening in here, in the dark, no lights on, and just see if they settle down. I've left food items in there, so I'll check them again later. I'll probably leave them up on the shelf here just so it's easier, so I don't disturb them, taking them off wherever I keep them. But it's nice and warm in here. I think it's still 26 degrees. It is. I've got used to it now. Haven't you?
No.
You think it's hot. For some reason, I get used to this heat. I just don't know if that's a black thing. Like,
yeah, but I'm also...
It's not, but it's just...
My age and being female doesn't help.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of nice in here now. I really like the temperature, so I know they're absolutely fine. But never had those. Absolutely love the Cancerides. And look at those tubs. Spidershop sling pot tubs. I think they look perfect, and they just work really, really well. Easy to manage, air holes all around, and you've got a food hatch at the top as well, but you've got to break it to lift that up, so then you don't have to disturb the whole lid. So I think that's going to come in handy, but I don't think they'll be in there long. So I'll put them in their own series. So if you like those, you can follow them in their own series, as I do most of my tarantulas now. And these, I think they're going to take a while to settle, so I may need to adjust that, but you'll look at that in the next video, so keep an eye out for that. So thanks very much for watching. Little Spidershop unboxing. Don't forget, if you want to order from the Spidershop, I do have a code you can use, GAVS5. It gives you 5% off of your orders, and it also helps me out the channel, so you get a little bit of a commission back. You can go via the link as well to the Spidershop. I'll put that on screen, and that also just doesn't cost you any more, but it just gives me something to help out maintain and buy new spiders and give you the content that you want to see. So there we go. See if they settle. Look what it's doing. Look. It's checking all the holes. Crafty little thing. Can you see that? It put its leg up through that one, and it's just trying to put its leg up through these little holes to see if it can squeeze through. Crafty little thing trying to get out. But there you go. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Laters.